Hello YouTube, my name is Fag. Welcome to my channel. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And here we go. So, I thought we'd check this out, have a little spooky fun. Yeah. Ah, that makes sense. I'm sorry to woke you up. Anyway, let's have a little spooky fun. See if we can't find that diamond in the rough.
Urban explorers from the YouTube channel Urbex Castronautica visit the historic
Urban explorers. You gotta be careful if you go urban exploring, because people are far more scared of paranormal. Oh, thank you, Dina.
Plata Cemetery in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The cemetery was built in 1886 and is the final resting place of many notable figures. But while wandering through the huge cemetery's 12,000 tombs and vaults, the guys stumble upon a crypt that has been vandalized. Their camera captures something downright chilling.
Okay, what is it?
Están re abandonados, boludo.
Now that looks like a fairly recent cover they added to there. Right, but look how white this is compared to other stone around it. So it looks like that's been broken before and replaced. But then it's so thin though. No wonder why it keeps getting broke into. What we looking at?
Algo similar en ese lugar, ¿viste? No. Mira lo que es esto. What the
Did you see it? No?
We're looking at Nuke.
Well, neither did the guys who filmed it. You see, after posting this video to YouTube, their sharp-eyed viewers were freaked out when they noticed a creepy little pale hand pulling back into an open coffin.
Now, I didn't see that in the video. I almost felt like I'd been had it after the fact. That is creepy.
Now, it happened so quick that it's hard to see without brightening the footage and analyzing it frame by frame. But when the footage is converted to a negative image, the spooky little hand is a bit easier to see. Now, it's very unlikely that anyone could have crawled.
It is creepy. Which our Nuke's probably explain what he thinks it is. But considering how old these coffins are, right? Not to mention how rusted those metal racks look, I can't see somebody climbing in there and doing that as a joke. So I imagine that's probably added after the fact.
Crawled into that coffin to fake this. This crypt is very old and unstable, and it would be very dangerous for someone to just climb inside. So did this group of urban explorers accidentally capture proof of the paranormal? Well, as usual,
Don't know.
you
Maybe.
decide. You can watch this entire video over on the YouTube channel,
They might
Urbex
have.
Castronautica. Trapped. In this next video, a man is taking a short video of a car that he's planning to sell. The vehicle belonged to his sister, who tragically passed away right inside the car over a year and a half ago. After sending the
sad.
footage to a potential buyer, he gets an alarming message saying he should really check the video closer.
Hey man, here's my sister's car. Just wanted to make this video so you could have a look at it. She still runs good. She's a little dirty. She has a lot of miles on her. But
I heard something that sounded like maybe a shoe squeaking. Maybe on the half some we'll get a better hear of it.
it can clean up nice. Here's the front and a little back. Here's some of the back. But I don't know. If you're interested, just let me know what you think.
Throughout the footage, the faint sound of a woman crying can be heard. The video was shared online by Dee's Dark Adventures and quickly gained nearly 500,000 views. In the video comments, many concerned viewers believe that the voice belongs to the spirit of the man's sister who passed away inside the car, and that her soul is still trapped, unable to move on. Motorcycle mystery. In the city of Cagayan de Oro in the Philippines, a motorcycle rider is driving down a busy road that is notorious for being the site of many fatal accidents. He is about to experience something that is truly bizarre.
Oh, that's creepy. Wow, that was definitely something.
Someone appears to jump right into the motorcycle's path, but when the rider looks back, there's no one there. But it gets even weirder because the motorcycle...
That's crazy. Tell you one thing, if this is fake, people were doing a lot better job a year ago than what they are nowadays. You know?
The rider claims that whoever this was, they didn't appear to have a face, only a strange dark blur. Now, many locals believe that the rider saw the ghost of someone who passed away on the dangerous road. But if this wasn't anything supernatural, then just what happened here? Let me know what you think. Open house. Reddit user / realtor.
It's hard to pinpoint if that was supernatural or not. I will say it was interesting. Yeah, give me a little bit of a start. What the hell was that? Oh, that one. A bird. Tap out the window. Sorry, guys.
Sandra is recording a tour of a 1960s bungalow-style home to show prospective buyers. Sandra's filming at night in order to showcase the house's interior lighting. But it's starting to get a bit late at the creepy little cottage, and things are about to get weird.
Now, I think I've seen this on a Scary Cop before. This one I don't think is paranormal, really. I think there's just somebody messing around with her. But then again, her reaction almost seems genuine at times, so... we'll watch it, see what you guys think.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962. Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings
Yeah, reading the
of
script.
this vintage 1963 bungalow.
Yeah, see what I mean? It almost seems staged. But then again, her reaction almost appears genuine. I think if I was hurt, right, if that happened, I'd be gone. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be... See ya.
Go ahead, do it again. You're on camera.
Castle doctor.
Open this door. Go ahead, open this door. Open this door like you did the other one. Come on, just move the glass or something.
Ah, yeah. Sticky. See, one thing that leads creators to this video, I think, is that she was originally making a video to try to sell it, like on the internet or something. So, but then we got into now she's trying to hunt down a ghost. Yeah.
Go ahead, do it again. I'm not scared.
Yeah, she says that now. I like fire alarms going off. Smoke alarms. Okay. Now, the downside about this one, right, is we heard it, but we didn't see around that corner, so somebody could have thrown that. Could have pushed that button, make it go off, and then just threw it at her. So it's really hard to tell or something like that, especially when you don't get the full view of it. She's had enough. I would like to think that fell, and I would like to think she actually caught something here, but it's hard to say, it really is. But it is very compelling, I think.
A door suddenly swings open on its own and Sandra is spooked, but she gathers her courage and rushes out to see what's going on. A glass of water sitting on top of the fireplace shifts and slowly moves as if it's being pushed by some invisible force.
I didn't even notice that earlier. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because you couldn't see the whole door frame in the shot, so you really couldn't tell about that fire alarm, what was going on. But I didn't notice this part. I guess it was such a small move that you had to actually comb it frame by frame to see something like that. And that's interesting in itself.
But things get even crazier as a smoke detector suddenly starts to beep before crashing violently to the floor. With that, Sandra has had enough and just gets out of there. But there's also something else that is very creepy in this video. Something that only a few viewers even notice. So again I ask, did you see it? Right before the door moves, a face in the picture right beside Sandra seems to slowly darken, and then the creepy little shadow fades.
That was weird. That could have been done during editing. But yeah, that was weird.
Away just as the door swings open. Sandra says that she's experienced several unexplained paranormal events in this home, but this was the first time that she finally captured it on camera. We need scary videos. So if you see a scary video that you think would be great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Flickr. Reddit user Sib says that his mother is taking care of a young foster child at her home in England. One night, a TV is playing a cartoon
not a
in the
kid.
child's bedroom, but the flickering light from the screen reveals something that the Reddit user and his mom simply can't explain. Something that is downright creepy. Someone seems to be seated in the chair. A small pale
Now, I thought that was a doll to begin with. I thought that was a doll and they were just finishing off the lights to make it look different. But they would just stop being there. Which makes me wonder if there's an edit in the video where they took the doll out. Or, again, the post-production removal thing. That is interesting, I'll give it that.
face illuminates in the flashing light from the TV screen. Then the face just disappears. Reddit user SibSeb wonders if his mother's security camera accidentally captured a paranormal presence. But what do you think this is? The Fond du Lac UFO. Around 2 a.m., Florissa Bonnet and her family
UFO,
friends
all
are
right.
driving home to Fond du Lac, Saskatchewan, Canada. Suddenly, Florissa spots something very odd in the night sky.
It looks like a UFO, right? That's a UFO. Christian. It's just staying right there. Look, it's just above there. Are you recording it? Yeah. That's a UFO. You can just see it. Well, hide,
That's cool.
Bro, you can just see it. It's like the round. Just keep recording.
Matt, with all the drones we have anymore, who's to say it's not just a drone? It's out. Definitive proof. UFOs are getting harder and harder to explain as UFOs and not drones, especially as drones become more mainstream and accessible.
It's only on YouTube. It won't expire.
Everyone is shocked as they witness a strange circular object with flashing lights soaring through the
Cause, if I can get a clearer picture of it. That almost looks like the Millennium Falcon, don't it? I mean, look at the shape of it. Right, you got the two frontal parts here. You got the side lump here. It looks like a drone of the Millennium Falcon with lights on it. Yeah, probably, Zed, probably. I think this is just somebody's toy out playing with it at night, is what it is. Like I said, as drones become more, easy to maintain or get a hold of and stuff, it makes UFO videos harder and harder to believe. Because it could just be somebody out playing around. You know what I mean? It's pretty neat. Overnight Amazon. Could be. Somebody got a package delivered in the middle of the night.
flashing lights soaring through the sky. Florissa's mother posted the video to Facebook, and friends and local residents immediately began to respond that they too have seen the strange UFO. Eyewitness reports in the thread go all the way back to January 1990. So just what could this mysterious flying object be? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Follower Nick Perry says that late one night he was driving down the allegedly haunted Dyers Lane Road in Roseville, California. He says that he saw an ominous dark shadow figure appear in the middle of the road. Nick believes that this dark entity followed him home and says that he now experiences terrifying paranormal activity. So back in 2022, I shared Nick's story on Nuke's Top 5, along with some of the scary
There's a problem. He's got a broken mirror. That's 7 years of bad luck. Yeah.
footage that he had captured.
Hey, one thing I like about these videos. is they're always on the face. They don't try to capture where the sound's coming from. Right. Could be. They try to stay in the night because lights play all kinds of tricks on your eyes at nighttime. Hi, GBP. How you doing? Thank you for joining us today. We're watching an older Nuke's Top 5. But, yeah, there's nothing going on. He's just pointing at his face. He's not trying to find the sound with his camera or anything. So we don't know if there's somebody off screen that's doing it. I hope you had a good day at work. Yeah, I know, right? That'd be awesome. Run toward the disturbance rather than away from it, or freeze. Now that would be a more compelling video to look at. You know what I mean?
Want to skyrocket your YouTube channel's growth? Sprizzy makes it simple. In just 3 steps, you can reach millions.
Now, in the last 2 years since
Now, you know, and went outside. Oh, nice. You got a nice long weekend. Cool. But you notice when he went outside, though, he only showed one part of his porch. He didn't pan around and show the rest of it. That makes me not want to believe this video.
those videos were recorded, Nick Perry has moved to a new house in a new city.
Probably.
But he believes that the dark entity has followed him.
I just got home, and as I was walking in, I heard some banging noises in here. So that's why I'm setting up the camera right now to find out, you know, what it is. Max, shut up! There's nobody here. Now I'm against the fucking wall.
Right.
Nick decides to leave several cameras recording when he's away from home. When he reviews his footage, he is shocked.
Alright. Now, what could have been, right? That fridge door slammed open with some force. Yeah, it could be GBP. But there could be somebody back behind this side of the door that pulled a string or something. Right? And it hit hard enough for it to swing shut again. And then push open this door? Possibly. Not that I like debunking these videos, but I always try to find what's explainable. So I'm trying to think like the debunkers. Always trying to find the one great one that can't be explained. But yeah, something like that. You think you're a traitor or something first. Right, that could have been the dog.
Nick says
That could have easily been the dog that just ran by the camera and knocked it over on accident. Oh, crap. No, come back here. I messed up. Oops. I know, scuff.
Nick says that he's reached out to several churches and religious authorities, but
Now, like that chair. There's somebody could have been pulling a string outside that corner, right? Oh, just another possibility.
no one has helped him. As of today, Nick says that he continues to experience paranormal events in and around his home. He shares his dark experiences over on his YouTube channel.
right. Well, he's also got a girlfriend there, or another family member there, too. The showing up one shop for a split second had a female in it. But it's also hard saying. It did say that he reached out to church officials. I know they have strict guidelines of what they have to follow for them to do any kind of cleansing or something like that. Because they also try to find possible explanations for going to spiritual. So, something else to consider.
Mimic. Leandro from Buenos Aires, Argentina says that he began to experience strange, unexplained events only weeks after moving into his new home. He says that he would often discover that many of his belongings had been inexplicably moved into the house's bathroom. Leandro installed a security camera to see what's been going on. But late one night, he captures something more than he bargained for.
Fill my water glass real quick.
¡Sos hijo de puta!
Ooh, now that was neat. And he had something hitting on that shower curtain, and he actually went at it and opened it up while he was doing it. That makes this video a whole lot more believable than some others we've seen. The front door just opened up.
Leandro is completely unnerved by the strange paranormal experience. He decides to check into the history of his new home for answers. He is horrified when he discovers that in the 1950s, a family of 4 passed away in a tragic fire on the very same land where his house now sits.
Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad.
Another night, and Leandro has his friend Daniel over. And once again, shit goes sideways.
Somebody outside the window. See that? They got a creeper outside the window. Yeah, close those curtains, buddy. Oh, that was freaky.
A mysterious white figure can be seen passing by the window just outside Leandro's home. Then the items sitting on the nightstand get launched into the air by an invisible force, and Leandro and his friend Daniel jump up in shock. And now, this is when things get really
That would freak me out, too. That would definitely freak me out, too. Having that stuff just jump up like that. Yeah.
strange. Because Leandro claims that after this incident, the spirit that haunts his house actually began to imitate or mimic the sound of his friend Daniel's voice.
Son las 3 de la mañana de nuevo y esto es lo que con lo que yo convivo desde hace meses. Con esto yo convivo hace meses. Siempre que grabo, vos no sos Daniel. Vos...
All right. Now, we see it actually moves the handle. Assuming that door's not locked, it already has enough force to move the handle. She'd be able to move it just an extra little bit to open it. Am I having somebody holler from the other side that sounds like your friend that's not there? Could be. Could be. Actually, it's creepy.
Vos no sos Daniel, esa no es tu voz. Vos no sos Daniel, esa no es tu voz.
I think so, Zeb.
Daniel se fue hace meses del país, vos no sos Daniel. Si querés lastimarme, salí y lastimame ahora. Ya... Déjame de joder. Déjame de joder.
Well, we're back in the bathroom again. That shower curtain part was definitely the creepiest part, I think. This one could be something. Who knows?
Si no puedo vivir. Ya no puedo vivir así.
Yeah, he gone. Oh, someone by the door.
Yo no tengo más miedo. Tengo más miedo. Oh, yo así no puedo vivir. Así no puedo seguir.
Leandro says that he's had more than enough of the strange supernatural activity in his new home. But
That house has a weird layout, I think. It's weird.
is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Footprints. A woman named Kat lives in a remote area near the woods in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I think that, was what it's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be imitating his friend's voice, asking for help. But apparently his friend is not supposed to be there at the time also, so... It's just one of those things. We can speculate how you want, but since we're not there, we really don't know. But I'd say the most compelling part was that shower curtain incident. I think that was the most compelling part of the whole thing. The voice might be a little bit over the top for me, but still interesting.
Yeah. One freezing cold morning around 4 a.m., Kat wakes up to find a light dusting of snow covering the ground outside. But then she notices something just outside her back door. Something truly disturbing.
Good morning, guys. It is literally 5 a.m. and I opened the back door to put some dry food out for the stray kitties. And there are people feet printed all over my deck in the snow. Do you see this? They start over there. And it like barefoot walks up to the table. There's nothing coming up to the... Maybe there is some coming up to the door. What? And I don't see any in the yard. What is this? I see them kind of coming out of the flower bed. They stop there. I thought maybe they would have walked off through that flower bed, but I don't see anything there. It's like one straight line from out in the yard up to the door, turned around towards the table, and then just stopped moving. That one has like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 toes. That's 6 toes. So is that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 16 degrees out. I have not gone outside yet. My cat came and woke me up, hysterical, probably because there was some barefoot person on the deck. I'm just more concerned about like a mental health crisis because there's no reason to be out there barefoot.
Now, for obvious reasons, Kat is a bit freaked out, but she's also worried that someone might be experiencing a mental health crisis and is...
There could very well be. Or like Nuke said, it could be somebody that's having a mental health crisis. Or she could be doing it herself. So she would walk around her house, with her shoes on, taking her mind off right before she goes to her own deck. That's a possibility too. But why ain't cold like that? Unless you're used to it, that's gonna hurt. Ha, right, Gore. Probably. Whoever it is has an extra toe.
Wandering around in the freezing cold with no shoes. She calls the police, but she's reassured that no one has been reported missing or lost, and there have been no reports of trespassers or break-ins in the area. Kat is concerned, but she's done all she can, and she just lets it go. But almost 2 weeks later, the mysterious footprints are back.
Okay, morning foot.
Well, getting the police involved almost adds credibility to it. Right? Of course, the police probably thought she was just wasting her time they went out there. But it does add some credibility to it.
An update. Let me show you. This is the first time we've had snow since the initial footprint sighting. Do you see that? They're barefoot again. They're in a different spot than...
That could be, or it could be a homeless person eating a cat food too. You're hungry enough, really almost anything.
Look at my shadow. So those prints are in a different spot than when we had prints before. Let's go downstairs. It is.
Sure, because those prints only showed up where the snow's at. Which is weird.
7 o'clock. I've been up since 4:30. I didn't look outside. I just came up here and then I opened the window to see if any of the stray cats were coming up to the door yet because I didn't feed them yet.
Oh, it's still snowing too.
I'm gonna stay right along the side so I don't interfere.
Now, then you see what I mean? She wears slippers outside. So she could have easily done that herself, too. Just flip them off, walk around, and slip them back on if your feet get too cold. That's funny, Gore.
Those are definitely very bare human feet, but there are not 6 toes on these that I can tell. I don't know. No, those are very clear toes right there. So the house next door has nobody living in it, so I'm not sure why the prints would be coming from that deck.
Well, there'd be a squatter. There's nobody officially living there, it could be a squatter. Which again would imply a homeless person trying to eat your cat's food you set out. Sure, that can't taste very good. Yeah, I noticed that too. Medium foot. A baby Bigfoot.
Happy New Year.
Kat purchased 2 security cameras to monitor the outside of her home, but the mysterious barefoot stranger hasn't returned yet. So could this be something supernatural? Or is it something even scarier? A real person creeping around Kat's house in the middle of the night. Heads up, popular Chinese...
Yeah, what made me think that? Because she's out there walking around, and she filmed her feet. She's walking around in just slippers out there. So, she could have easily done that. Yeah, I seen that. She see a lot of wildlife there. So she doesn't exactly live in the heart of the town.
Chinese ghost hunter Xiao Long is back, this time investigating an abandoned school in China that is said to be extremely haunted.
Again.
As his live stream audience watches, Xiao Long begins to hear unexplained noises from somewhere in the building. He's a little on edge as he goes to check out the strange sounds. What happens next is... just watch.
Okay.
听见没？开回音呢。
He scared himself. Oh, he scared himself. Ooh. I bet that was scary, though. Nice thing to see something like that. Oh, bus sitting there. He throws it.
Xiao Long gets the fright of his life because of a plastic statue head. But luckily, Xiao Long delivers a good old-fashioned slap upside the head to put that statue back in line. But things are about to get a bit more...
You bitch slapped it.
serious and a bit more frightening. As Xiao Long explores deeper into the haunted school, this happens.
Oh, where's the ball? Oh, okay, I see it now. was already trying to get in through that closed door. Yeah, all you had to do was walk around till the door was already open. That seems a little suspicious to me. Because that's the direction that ball came from.
我叫你玩儿，操你妈！我叫你玩儿。我操
！Now, whoa, what was that? Did that bench just move?
我操！
I don't know if that bench moved or not. He's been around so much. But that thing falling could have just been a coincidence. That is an old building. And it's falling apart. So that could have just fell on its own as a coincidence.
我去你妈！
A small ball inside a classroom rolls across the floor by itself, so Xiaolong chucks it out a window. But then the lights hanging from the ceiling come crashing down, almost hitting Xiaolong. Now luckily the ghost hunter made it out safe, but he's not done just yet. Inside one of the school's many rooms he finds a dirty old mirror. And this is when his exploration takes a terrifying turn.
I don't know.
我操你妈！我操你妈！好像是在这嘎达。
Yeah, they used at the time we were scared themselves of that bust. I thought he was every explorer, not a ghost hunter, but Nuke called him a ghost hunter, just a little bit ago. Oh. Makes me wonder how much he's acting up for the camera, too. Okay, it could just be, it's just something up with the mirror. That mirror, the backing on it, could be deteriorating in a way that makes it look like that, and that's only why it appears in the mirror. But it's hard saying.
我操！
Right. You know, if we stepped away from it, the light was hitting just right to flood out, the mirror to where we couldn't see if there was something moving behind him, too. So, those other playlists, too. He tried to keep the ghost butt. Oh my god.
I 我操你妈！你妈了个逼！
And See, it's still kind of there. Which makes me think you could just be something up with that mirror. And I like how he was attacking it. That was so funny. I'd almost go to fearing himself. Yeah, I know, right? But in a certain culture, the way they combat spirits is through vulgarity, too. You know how a lot of times most cultures will pray and whatnot? In some cultures, they use vulgarity for the same effect. Yeah, I think there's somebody off camera back here. Because the hand only showed up when they had the mirror. And then we turned around. Right, head was gone, but right around the corner where the door's at, this gets pushed over. So, I think there's somebody there with him.
In the mirror's reflection, someone can be seen standing behind Xiaolong, but when he swings around in terror, there's no one there. After an attempt at kicking and flailing at the invisible entity,
I'm thinking what's going on. You know, every time it moves, you fuzz that mirror with light. So you can't see the person moving behind that cabinet type thing that's right there beside the door. But I think there's somebody helping make a spooky video. It's not like how he's attacking nothing, though. That is funny.
Xiaolong finds that the reflection of the figure has disappeared. But now he spots a shadowy face peeking in from a window, and a heavy closet comes crashing down right in front of him. The activity is becoming a little too intense, so Xiaolong decides to leave and ends his live stream. You can see even more terrifying moments from this ghost hunt over on the YouTube channel, Outdoor Xiaolong.
Thank you, Nick, for that entertaining video.